Ah, so you're back. Well. It's good to see you. I guess you're bored of listening to my clones. I guess you're tired of seeing my offspring spouting nonsense for views on a regular basis. I know the feeling because the levels of fraudulence that I see on a regular basis whenever I go missing from this platform are unrivaled. But fear not. I'm here to expand your mind and open up your third eye. It is your boy, the greatest to ever do it. The prophet himself has arrived. I hope you're ready for those hard-hitting home truths because we are back again with breaking news for that ass.
This is for the ones who care.
Well. I get it. We're all a little bit lost at the moment, but for crying out loud, I didn't realise how much you needed me. I mean, I'm essential, to this cog. I don't know what they told you, right? But this is the home of hard-hitting home truths. This is where we open up our third eye. This is where we go a little bit deeper. Fraud gang, fraudification squad, love to your mothers, hope you're all well. Make sure you are subscribed if you're new. And drop the video. 5 likes if you breathe oxygen. But for now, let's get down to business. I know you come here for entertainment, but I know you also come here for the truth. I'm going to break it down for you. You're absolutely delusional and out of your mind. Your small, 4-brain-celled mind. If you thought that we were going to get anything from that game. You thought we were going to beat Sheffield United. You thought that Arsenal Football Club of the 2019-2020 season were going to get the better of the great Chris Wilder. The greatest Sir Chris Wilder of Sheffield. Okay. You thought that we were going to get the better of this man of the people. The man who, he's got guys running themselves into the ground for him. Yeah? They are flying high with dreams of European football whilst Arsenal languish in mid-table. You thought that Arsenal were going to get the better of this side with the energy that this guy has created and the structure with the budget that he's been given, the quality of football that they've been playing this season. You thought that Arsenal were going to get 3 points from this. Okay. I see what I'm dealing with here. I'm going to ask you something, yeah? Who told you about this lot? Who was it? Who told you that they were basically the best thing out? The best thing to look for? The underdogs of the year? Who told you? This season, draws with Chelsea, a win against Arsenal, a draw against Manchester United, a draw against Tottenham, and now another draw against Arsenal. So you're telling me that Arsenal Football Club took 1 point from a possible 6 against Sheffield United. I mean, life is actually crazy, and sometimes you just have to stop and look around, because otherwise you're going to miss what's happening. And what is actually happening here is fucking fraudulent. You've got thousands upon thousands of fans online moaning about VAR. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Even I've tweeted something about it, right? In the heat of the moment, I tweeted something about it. But listen to the 2 managers at the end to really see where we are. Yeah, this is where we are. Chris Wilder, that's Sir Chris Wilder to you. We weren't good enough today. Mikel Arteta, manager of Arsenal Football Club, I'm happy with the performance. I mean, these are the levels. And that's where we are in this matrix of 2020. Because this is not reality, is it? Is it? It's a confusing one. I thought we probably deserved to win today. I'm not going to lie. Just a smidgen more than Sheffield United. But the fact of the matter is we're not good enough. We're not creating enough. And for you to try and say otherwise is basically propaganda, brainwashing, or nonsense. The levels of player that we've got available to us, the level of player at our disposal, and we are depending on having something to blame. Why do we need to rely on VAR going our way to get a win against a newly promoted side? I mean, the matrix it's a confusing place. Something is happening with Arsenal, there is no denying that. And you can see that we are playing a more positive style of football under Arteta than we were with Unai Emery. But I want you guys to have a real look at what's happened today, because I can almost guarantee that you're not going to get this elsewhere. And I know that you know that too, and that's why I love you, baby. Beautiful. The connection is real. The camaraderie is true. And Sir Chris Wilder is basically a tactical genius, a manager of the highest quality, and he proved it yet again today. Because when the game was slipping away from Sheffield United, when we could and should have put the game to bed, he switched formation from a 3-5-2 to a 4-3-3. He's brought on Sharp, who started pressing higher, getting involved, drawing fouls, running the channels, and it freed up space for the other sub, Robinson, who came on for Lundstrom. And suddenly you saw it happening. They started winning the ball higher up, winning free kicks. Robinson was finding space. And make no mistake about it, this was not an accident. I see a lot of people getting very gassed up when Mourinho makes a 28th minute substitution. I want to see some credit where it's due now. Yeah? Don't get me wrong, I'm not on Arteta's back at all, because this season to me is a complete write-off. But look at this now. Study this with me, because it's slightly problematic. We have had the lead against Chelsea Football Club. We have had the lead against Crystal Palace. And now we have had the lead against Sheffield United. And we have somehow, some way, come away with 2 points out of a possible 9. Whether it's the wrong changes, the wrong mentality, whether it's the VAR decisions in each game, maybe it's fatigue, or it's fitness, or concentration, or even just some bad luck. Whatever it is, we are inviting pressure in the last 20 minutes or half an hour, and we're just not scoring nearly enough goals. I'm sorry. When you listen to the names that you can reel off the tongue in this team, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Pepe, Ozil, these are fucking big names. Yeah? We need to be scoring more goals, and this is not going to cut it. And obviously you'd think the first 4 would be the stars, but this little Brazilian kid, who I actually had to Google to check if he was real when the rumours started, because I didn't even realise that Brazil had a 4th division. He's looking like the signing of the season, and quite possibly an absolute gold mine. Because let's face it, we're not going to be able to hang on to any seriously good players if this carries on for much longer, right? You realise that. Don't get me wrong, lads, right? I'm still backing the boss. This is Arteta's warm-up. It's like his pre-season, and he will need time and transfer windows, not loan signings, yeah, of absolutely finished players who look better on Instagram than they do on the pitch. Not loan signings in positions we are already stacked in. Here we go. We've got no money, even though we're owned by one of the richest billionaires in the world. Life is crazy. You have to expect to be disappointed along the way until you realise that it's all a fix, and you set your mind free with the truth, right? It's not real. We're just ants watching entertainment in the circus of fraudulence. We're dealing with the numbers, and the numbers are we've got 1 win in 5 Premier League games. We are 7 points off relegation, and I think 11 off top 4. In fact, what is the point in this season? We're 10th. Yeah? Liverpool are 19 points clear after 20 games, and you got balls fraud Pep getting battered by Roy Hodgson at home. I guess it's funny, really, and it is just life. Life with its ups and downs. It is fun, though, isn't it? It's fun. Well, it's not fun, actually. Fucking hell, I'm trying. Be positive. Yeah? Be positive. Listen. And right now, for the foreseeable future, actually, Arsenal are going to be fighting against the inevitable. It's quite simple, really. You either invest more money or you watch the club waste away. It's nothing more than that. And, you know, people get very gassed with the history and the name and the brand. But if the quality on the pitch doesn't match that, then it means nothing. You can never forget that anyone can get it. You are not bigger than your last performance. That is as good as you are. Presidents have been assassinated. Andy Ruiz won the heavyweight championship of the world. Leicester City won the Premier League. Anyone can get it. Leeds United may well be on the trail now of the comeback trail to Premier League football. But where have they been? Where have they been? Such a big club that used to be in the Champions League. Where have they been? It can happen to anyone. And I still am positive, you know. I look at today and I think, what did I see out there today? I see a side who mixed it with the best. And yes, I actually do rate Sheffield United that highly. You know that already. And this was Sheffield United at about 6 out of 10. 5 or 6 out of 10. And that actually says a lot about Arsenal, because we still would have lost this game under Emery. And players like Martinelli and Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Saka, who are still children, are actually carrying this club through its time of turmoil. Yeah. I mean, the club is still fucking hilarious. Don't get me wrong. You've got fucking PR spin coming out of the place. You've got full-page spread interviews with Mustafi. Yeah? He's telling the world how hard it is for players on social media. I mean, you've got to give it to them, really. They actually did it very nicely, didn't they? But don't think we can't read through your little Mustafi marketing, you little massive frauds. You got me actually feeling sorry for him. You got me feeling sorry for an international footballer who's on hundreds of thousands of pounds a fucking month. Okay, let me just work this out then. No, I'm sorry. This is you're not actually a starving kid on the fucking ads at Christmas, yeah? This lot wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes back in the day. Oh, come on. And obviously now, because the fans are all positive, it's positive Polly hour, yeah? We've got to stick together, I get it. But they have basically bullied us into having no choice on the guy. We have to support him, right? You have to back your own. And he's almost definitely not leaving now, is he? So it's fucking hilarious that life just sprung up a top-class performance from him. Really, I thought he was fantastic. As was David Luiz, as was Granit Xhaka. And that, my friends, has got to be the moral of the story. These are what we've got, right? This is the family. You can't choose them, even though you'd like to. So unless we can start making enough noise to actually get Kroenke out, unless we can actually get this Nigerian billionaire to buy him out, then we are sooner rather than later going to have to wake up to the fact that this is not going to be easy. This is actually probably going to get a lot worse before it gets better. The thing that is giving me hope is that they're still fighting. That much is undeniable. And while that is still the case, we go again. Yeah? My manager! Unbeaten FC! Unbeaten this century! Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new and drop the video a damn like if you breathe oxygen. For now though, I've been hughwizzy and this has been a lot of fun. Peace. So who's this from? This is from Amira Football Ship. I guess this is taking the piss out of Alexandre Lacazette, who has been pretty poor. Championship level finishing, looking like a little bald fraud. And yeah, I guess this is the guy that we ended up with, isn't it? Eddie Nketiah came on to replace him today, and that can't be filling the Frenchman with much confidence, especially ahead of the Euros. It doesn't look like it's going to be happening for him yet again. He'll be watching from the sofa if he doesn't start bucking up his ideas. He's costing us points, and I do love him, but really right now, I'd love to have Aubameyang back because he is so lethal in front of goal, and his movement is just second to none, where Lacazette is looking a little bit dodgy. I'm not sure if his knees have gone. Okay, let's talk about this then. Josh Moran sending in the Pepe incident, the VAR that Arsenal were denied. Mike Dean, I mean, I just don't even know where to start with this, but basically it's quite difficult to get yourself out of the way of that, it would seem. However, he has got his body there first, in my opinion. It's a 50-50 one, really. It could go either way. However, I would say this. If that was the other way around and it was an Arsenal player like Socrates or David Luiz bringing, I don't know, Fleck down, then I reckon he probably would have given the pen. Okay, we got another one here. He says, I'm done with Ozil. We need a replacement in the summer. Whether he's working hard or not, he has no influence on the game and he creates nothing. Well, really poor passing today, which is usually the only good part of his game. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. And if you love your boy, drop the video a damn like. VAR is easy money. AJ99 says, negative goal difference and 1 win in the Prem in our last 5 games. Mum, come pick me up. I'm scared. Okay, we've got Harvey Hinkler, a Sheffield United fan, who says, as of Blade, absolutely over the moon. Another big result in London after going behind. This season feels like a dream. I like Arteta, I guess that should be. But today shows that there are some serious confidence issues in the Arsenal side, and his man management will need to be key. Indeedy. Yes, indeed. My thoughts exactly. Leroy Banging says, we have no killers. Lack of drive when you should kill the game off. Seeing Pepe and Nketiah complaining about a misplaced pass was driving me mad. One should chase the ball down instead of complaining to each other. We need a cold-blooded killer. Liverpool has 3 up top. Paul Hastings Kitala says, we played well, but every time we find ourselves in a position to kill the game, somehow we just let the opposition back in it. Man of the match has to be Saka for me. The boy really tried his best all through. The idiot running the VAR today was a complete fraud. Disappointed. Timoth Timoth says the board are beyond stupid if they think any manager can work with the defence. Investment is beyond obvious now. Pep and Klopp knew they had to invest. Meanwhile, Arsenal board think free transfers for defenders is the way forward. You pay for what you get. Got a little bit of love for Gabe Martinelli, who's certainly making a name for himself in the Premier League. We've got a level-headed response from late-stage capitalism Jay, who says Sheffield put the pressure on us. Fair match. At least we're taking shots now. Real Talk a.f.c. says man of the match is a tough choice, but he's gone for Mustafi. Mustafi with 6 aerial duels won, 5 interceptions, 2 tackles, 6 clearances and an 86% pass accuracy. A very decent performance from the World Cup winner. It's not all doom and gloom. Onwards and upwards we go again.